Hello and welcome back to beautiful Henley Field here in Lakeland, Florida. You can see both teams getting ready to get back to action, this time with some new faces. Now you can see starting off on the mound here for the team in red, who did win that first one through 7 innings before it was called by a score of 4-2. Their starting pitcher in this one, that looks to be number 17 for them. That will be, let's see, Javon Marks. We saw him in that most recent one, and he got added to this roster for the second red team after already appearing in that first one. Sorry for the bit of confusion for a moment there. You can see in the batter's box right now for the white team is number 31 for them. That's Nathan Rodriguez. I can tell you that for sure, as he'll be heading right back to the dugout. And remember, if you're new to these, there will be 5 batters in every single of these innings. Even if there's 3 straight outs, 4 straight outs, there will always be 5 batters. In addition, there are very limited amount of walks. I believe you need to get 5 balls, but if you do find a way to get those 4 balls quickly in and at bat, it moves to a 3-2 count to try to expedite the process for your viewing pleasure, of course, and to also allow for as many of these athletes to get a chance up at the plate and pitching as possible. 2-1 is the count. That one a little bit too high. And it'll be 3-1. Thank you for tuning in here on YouTube. I am doing play-by-play today for the first and this last of the 2 games. I'm Carl Van Gelder, a student at Florida Southern College who's been helping out with the broadcast here today. That throw is errant, and the runner will advance on a first. We'll give him the hit. Why not? It's a showcase, of course. So the first hit of the game goes to the guys in white. It'll move back to a 1-1 count. That's how each of these at-bats start, continuing to try to keep things moving here. A lot of guys to get featured and a lot of guys that will have a chance to get on base. That one a bit too high. As number 42, John Costello, he's a first baseman and right-handed pitcher. We'll see him later on in this game. Will be the pitcher for the first 2 innings for the guys in white. Swing and a miss. I'll make it 2-2. In case you missed that first one, a reminder of all the people here from the scouting departments of different schools and professional organizations. We'll start off with the junior colleges. With Polk State, we have Jacob Heath, Hillsborough Community College, Danny Perez, the recruiting coordinator, as well as for St. Petersburg College, we have Francisco Thomas trying to hit and run here, but the foul ball will stop that in its tracks. Then we have Jay Feltz from Santa Fe College, as well as C.J. Lugo, the recruiting coordinator from Northland Technical in Minnesota. Then for the NCAA teams, we have St. Leo University and Hunter Keim and Florida Southern College and Alex Verpart. Then NAI, the lone representative is Warner University with their head coach Addison Rouse here. As well, we have a number of MLB organizations represented at the Primetime Showcase here in Lakeland, Florida at the Preseason Prospect Games, with the Boston Red Sox bringing Lee Bryant, the Chicago Cubs bringing Isaac Ike Ballou, the KC Royals bringing Tim Ferguson, the Washington Nationals bringing Logan Schumann, and last but certainly not least, the Seattle Mariners bringing Rob Mamau. The count is 2-2. One runner on first. He's thinking about going. That one's an inside pitch. They'll say a ball and the slide in time. That base was stolen there by number 10, David Santiago III. You can see that outfield speed for him. He'll play outfield in 3 of the 10 innings that we should have played in this one. We had to start a little bit later due to some weather delays here in Lakeland. It's normally sunny, beautiful, nice and warm. It's a little bit windy and chilly here, but now everyone is warmed up, ready for this game as that chopper goes towards third, but goes foul with the runner in scoring position. So for now, we'll assume it'll stay with that 10 innings for this second game. The first one, like I previously mentioned, ended in 7. Santiago will be playing outfield in the 4th, 8th, and 10th. playing catcher, first, second, fifth, sixth, and the ninth. The other catcher will be Nathan Rodriguez, who we also saw come up earlier in the game. That one too high. It'll remain a full count. Costello waiting for something he likes. Costello, one of the three guys that is committed to a school after high school right now, is safe on the stolen base again, is the team in white. Good jump and great job sliding through to make sure he made it in time there by Diego Santiago. But going back to John Costello, he's 6'4", 235 from Bishop Moore High School out in Orlando, Florida. That pitch a little bit too high again, and now he will make his way on to first. Costello, a player that got on base a lot in his most recent season in the high school ranks with just over a 1,000 OPS. We'll see him pitching sooner than later as well, with 35 innings pitched and 45 strikeouts in those 35 innings pitched last year. Check swing given. It looks like it's number 23, Evan Eagle from Steinbrenner, right down the road. He's from Lutz, Florida, right in between Tampa and Lakeland. He's a .343 batter last year on 35 at-bats. This one hit a little bit underneath toward third base, but corralled there by the shortstop, and runners will stay on the corners. A big thank you again for tuning in. This should be another exciting contest. That last one, we had an explosion of runs in that fourth inning, accounting for 5 of the 6 runs scored in that game combined we saw 3 scored for the team that ultimately won, the team in white, with the red team finding some really good rallies to get 2 on the board. A little bit up and inside there. Easy job staying out of the way. It's number 24, Keaton Love, a junior shortstop. Runners going on first, and they will not throw him out. Keaton Love, 13 walks, 20 strikeouts last year as a batter, batting .301 and 106 plate appearances, 93 at-bats. He had 5 extra base hits and 28 hits total. 3-1's the count, 2 runners in scoring position, up, and away on that pitch. Contacted there, that one towards shallow center, and it finds its way to fall. We'll see at least 1 score for the guys in white, and that will do it for this first inning of action. We'll head to the bottom of the first now, as it's a 1-0 game, 2 hits for the team in white. Potter up to the mound now. I apologize for saying Costello was going to be earlier. He's switching with Potter, so Costello will actually be pitching in the 3rd and 4th. Nicholas Potter, right-handed pitcher, a senior this year. Potter will be starting this one off, going up against number 36, and that will be Derek Figueroa. He started on first in that first inning, will be the catcher in the 3rd and 4th before switching around some more before this one concludes. Potter 6'1", 194 from Cooper City. He has an 86 mile per hour fastball. Down a tad bit outside, so it'll be 2-1. Delivered, and that one popped up into the air a little bit underneath on the swing, and I think it'll go right up and over the stands of historic Henley Field. Hopefully you didn't park too close if you're watching this in your car. No alarm going off, so I'd assume everyone's all good as that one will be delivered and right towards the net. No fan making a play yet. I got to keep you on your toes. You know, I know it's a nice, relaxing Sunday. We're watching some baseball. There's a lot to be excited about. These guys have a bright, bright future in the sport and are looking to really show that off today. It's a 2-2 count. Contacted there. That one sent towards the field of play. Up in the air and corralled by the shortstop. Shortstop making the play there is Keaton Love, a junior. Keaton Love, we saw him earlier. He's a switch hitter from Palmetto High School. He's someone who really excels in the batter's box as well. We'll get right back here to the pitching. That one's a little bit inside and low from Nicholas Potter. Check swing, so it'll be 2-1. Or no, we'll say 1-2. The swing was not checked in time. Contact, and that one is hit really well out towards left. It doesn't get carried out. The wind is pushing out and left, so if that one had a little bit more air under it, maybe a chance for extra bases. But still a really well hit ball there by number 18 for the team in red in Santiago Stella. This will be number 10, Logan Hanville, junior catcher. Now we'll see coming up, this is Jordan Scott, a junior first baseman. Low again. That should make it 3-1. Contacted there, and we're seeing a lot more contact in this game. Calling for it is the center fielder, and the catch is made. We'll look to see who made the play on that one. I think that's number 28, so that was Thomas Kaniamos, a sophomore outfielder. We'll see him pitch in the final 2 innings if he gets a chance. Daniel Serrano swings there. That one right towards third, scooped up and thrown towards first, and a nice play there from the infield of the guys in white. The play made on that one was Colin O'Connell scooping it up and tossing it on over to the first baseman in Dylan Colson. Jeremiah Brown up to the plate. The middle infielder. Another really well hit ball. That one doesn't have the distance though, and that will be another out. Brown from local Wharton High School. Every year in high school, he's been a varsity player, and now he'll be switching back to the defensive end here. It's a 1-0 game. The white team is up 1 after their 1 hit in that first inning of action. We'll see what the second and rest of this one has to hold after this. Welcome back. You can see new pitcher on the mound for the guys in red. That'll be number 24, Reginald Bass from Flagler Palm Coast High School. He has an 88-mile-per-hour fastball, but don't worry, he can hit the baseball pretty well. 97-mile-per-hour exit velo as well. Contacted there, and that one right towards the backstop. Up in the batter's box right now is Parker Scott. Will be playing all second base today. Scott coming by way of Plant City and Plant City High School. He has a 6'7", 60-yard. Oh my goodness, that was a disgusting curveball. Great movement there to find the strikeout looking. Dylan Colson, we saw him play first to start this game off, and now he's up to the plate. Colson doesn't have a ton of numbers on the roster I got, but he does have one pretty good number, 95-mile-per-hour exit velo. The curveball broken up again, and this time I think it'll be called a ball. So it should be 2-1. Going for some fastball action and a swing and a miss. And, the first one was actually called a strike as well. So that will be another strikeout in this inning. Number 52 coming on up. That's Jacob Otzel from Fletcher High School. 6.89, 60-yard dash. He's a junior from Fletcher High School. As that one snuck right through the legs of the umpire and catcher. Two balls, two strikes, 2 outs here in this top of the second. Delivered and check swing, and that will be another strikeout. 3 straight to start this inning.
Now batting, outfielder and right-handed pitcher number 28, Thomas Kianamos.
Kianamos up at the plate. Right-hand pitcher and outfielder from Foundation Academy, just outside of the Orlando metropolitan area, if you can call it that. Foundation Academy right in between Orlando and where we're at right now in Lakeland, Florida, if you take I-4, as that one will be a little bit too far inside. Growing up, I was able to adventure out to Foundation a few times myself to compete there, playing basketball, soccer, all of the above. And I'll be waiting to see 2-2 count. What will follow? Will we see another strikeout, or will we see a mix-up in the order? And is that even a question? Just another great pitch delivered there by number 24, Reginald Bass Jr. 6'1", 185 lefty from Palm Coast, Florida. He's looking real good right now.
Outfielder number 32, Gene Kalina.
Gene Kalina coming up. The outfielder from Ridge Community High School in Davenport. Makes contact there. This one going up and will find its way just going off of the foul netting. Contacted there. That one's hit pretty well, going towards center and just outside the glove. Now a chance to really show off the wheels for Gene Kalina. He wants 3. Can he make it? Yes, he will. A stand-up triple, no problem there. The first extra base hit for them and anyone in this game, and now that's the 5th batter of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. Welcome back. We missed you, and we're back into action here in the bottom of the 2nd. As number 28 is up for the guys in red. And that will be Asher Griffals, junior shortstop. Just overall middle infielder. We'll see him play some second, even some third, as well as pitch in this one. But right now, he'll be heading back to the dugout. Aaron Green coming back up. He's coming by way of Gateway High School in Orlando. He's measured at 92 miles per hour. Throwing in some of those throwing drills we saw earlier on. It'll be 1-2 after that strike call. Check swing as that one just dipped a little bit too low, skipping off the catcher. Up and outside, but just in the zone, so that'll be another strikeout. Luis Cruz up at the plate now for the red team. As he'll swing to miss to start his at-bat. Cruz, an outfielder and right-handed pitcher, going by way of Puerto Rico. 1-2, 2 outs, up and in. Good take there. Still a one-run game here in this bottom of the second. Outside, and that'll make it a 3-2 full count. Contacted well there, but going towards first base and rolling its way foul. Good job staying alive so far in this at-bat. That one's hit towards right. Will it fall in time? Yes, it will. And staying on first will be number 4, Luis Cruz. We'll see him pitch a little bit later on. But a good job getting started there, finding that one to bleed in shallow right.
Now batting outfielder number 27, Rojas.
Rojas, an outfielder in the class of 2027, coming up to the plate. He comes by way of Gainesville High School. They sub 7 seconds, 60-yard dash. Runner on first. We've seen a lot of stolen base attempts today. That one will be outside and make it 3-1. Runners going. That one will be counted as a strike, but it will be a stolen bases to pair. Now runner in scoring position for the junior. The outfielder with the chance to get an RBI and get this game even, but that pitch too good to swing at. They will say that one will be another ball. I thought that one dipped its way into the zone. But again, that's why I'm up here in the stands. Swing and a miss. That will be a strikeout to bring in a new batter into the box. This will be the last batter of the inning as number 14, Jordan Brodegom, comes into this one. The outfielder comes by way of Alonzo High School in Tampa, Florida. He's 5'10", 160 pounds, and as you can tell, a righty batter. Two ones the count. The wind pushing its way out of center right now. Red team just looking for another hit here, trying to find the game even as it'll be outside and make it 3-1. Runner on second, and that one 2 up and in. It'll be a 2-2 count now after that fourth ball, moving it to 2-2. Trying to keep this game moving. As a swing and a miss will retire the side. Now we'll head to the top of the third. It's still a 1-0 game. 2 hits for the leaders, the white team, with the red team with 1 hit and no runs to show just yet. We'll be back after this here on YouTube. Reginald Bass Jr. staying on the mound. He was really good in that first inning of action. Let up a triple, though, to end it, but luckily for him and the team in red, that was the final batter of the inning. Up and inside, will they call it a strike? We'll look to see. They will not, so 2-1. And this one is number 53, Colin O'Connell. O'Connell has an 87-mile-per-hour fastball, 96 exit velo like I talked about earlier. 4-pitch mix for him as well. For the right-handed pitcher, also able to play first and third. It's a 3-1 count. Looking for the payoff pitch. And outside. That'll move it to 2-2. Contact there, and that time going foul. Count remains 2-2 as we'll be getting ready to get back to it here. Swing and a miss to end the at-bat. First one up and the first one down to start the third. Up to the plate.
Number 34, Luis Martinez.
That'll be Luis Martinez. Martinez, a recent addition to the lineup of this showcase. The righty outfielder hitting that one pretty well, just a tad early, so it went foul down that third base line. They'll make it 2-2. Two, 1 out, and whew, swinging out of his shoes there. Just a great use of that curveball. Really doing a good job using the curveball and mixing it in. Reginald Bass Jr. Sometimes when you see curveballs from players still in the high school ranks, you can see them really lean on it in only one spot or one or two, but he's doing a good job of not only mixing up his choice of when to use the curveball, but also the location to really force batters to stay on their toes. Sometimes swing all the way back on their heels. Low there on that most recent pitch to make it 2-1. The first two went packing, and now it'll be 2-2 in this second inning. Excuse me, top of the third. Delivered there, and that was the one to hit. Just missing it barely. That will be 3 straight outs. Evan Eagle up to the plate, the 5'6", 138-pound junior from Steinbrenner High School. Lefty batter, right-handed thrower. Plays both second and short. A nice placement there to find the strike. The wind still pushing out, more of a gentle gust than what we saw earlier today. 1-2, that one hit, but going foul. That one right towards the visiting bullpen. Both teams are technically visitors, but in this one we're seeing the red team is the home team for this contest. 1-2 is the count. Senior versus junior. Delivered there, the check swing given, and they'll call it a ball. 2-2. We'll see one more batter in this inning for the guys in white. It'll be John Costello, one of 3 players committed for baseball after they graduate high school. All of them committing to the JUCO ranks. Costello, one of 2 committed to a junior college here in the Sunshine State. He's committed to St. John's River State College. Delivered there, and just a really nice use of the curveball. Another strikeout, 4 up and 4 down. You don't hear that too much.
Now batting, first baseman number 42, John Costello.
Costello up. I mentioned a solid two-way player, as that one skips right at his feet. .317 batter last year with a .561 slugging. He's a guy that if you really want to challenge the zone, you can try it, but if he finds that contact, he is going to hit it pretty well. Last season, he had 6 extra base hits, 2 triples, 2 of those being triples, and 1 of them being a homer. Two ones the count for him, as that one going right off the peroneal. If you're taking any anatomy classes, you might know where that is. That's on the outside of your lower leg, right next to your calf muscle. On the outside part. No, I am not an exercise science major, believe it or not. I am a communications major. I know that probably doesn't surprise most of you, as I've struggled to do math a little bit today. We'll be resuming action again. Costello waiting. And up and good take. (3-1), no runners on. And that one's hit up in the air. Will the wind help carry it a little bit further towards the wall? And it gets up and over the center fielder. He's still laying down. Could we see an inside the Parker? The big man with some big time speed. He might go all the way. He didn't even need a slide. Oh my goodness. What a job by him, running the bases all the way around. The first inside the park homer of the day. And that's a great way to end that top of the third. It's a 2-0 game. 2 hits to the name of the team in white. We'll be back to action after this. Nick Schwartz up onto the mound now. He'll be
Now
going up against number 18 for the red team. That's Santiago Stella. Will be playing outfield for the foreseeable future in this game, the next 5 innings. Let's see what the righty pitcher has to show. I believe they'll call that one a ball. It'll be 2-1. Nick Schwartz from Land O'Lakes High School. He is one of the other guys to have committed at the collegiate level already. He's one of the many seniors, the right-handed pitcher. Last year, he was really, really good for his Land O'Lakes High School team. He had 85 strikeouts in the season. He was ranked 21st as one of the best pitchers to strike out batters last year in the FHSAA by Max Preps. Additionally, he's got a pretty good arm on him too. 93 miles per hour he's had clocked for that fastball. So he's someone that can really just blow it past batters. 2-2 is the count. Let's see if he goes back to that fastball. Delivered there. That one had some pace on it, but not in the right place. Full count. First batter up, faced by Schwartz. It's a 2-run game, up and away, and now it goes to a 2-2 count. Schwartz winds up, puts some power on that one, but the bat hit it and found the hit in that shallow center field. We'll find the second hit of the game for the team in red. Runner on base now for them. A chance to try to climb back into this one. A 2-run game.
Now batting, number 36, Nick Schwartz.
Nope. Number 36 up to the plate. That'll be Derek Figueroa. The battle of the 36s as that one's hit towards short, but just missing the glove. A chance to maybe turn 2 if it was scooped up, but instead it will end up being, I think that one will be called an error. Runners on first and second now.
Now batting number 10, Logan Hansville.
Logan Hanville up at the plate. We saw him play catcher through the first 2 innings. Won't be in the field for this one before returning back to play some outfield. You don't see that switch too much, catcher and outfield. That just shows this guy a very versatile player. 2-1's the count for him. 2 runners on. That one will be a little bit low, but still in the zone to make it a 2-2 count. Two with those 2 runners on here in this 2-run game. That one is hit right up the middle. Get out the way. The bases will be loaded. Just kidding. They're going for it all. And no need to slide. Running right through home plate for the first run of the game for the guys in red. That's number 18, Santiago Stella. The outfielder showing he's not scared to run the bases as he finds that first run of the game, like I mentioned. Now both sides with 3 hits today. Up at the plate is number 29 there. That'll be Jordan Scott, the first baseman, a junior here at this showcase. Big thank you to Primetime Showcase and Camps for bringing this preseason prospect games to Lakeland, Florida, and allowing us to be able to come here and broadcast it for all you folks at home and hopefully give you a great viewing experience, because right now Schwartz finding a way to get a strikeout there to ease the tensions a little bit in this bottom of the third. We're seeing the red team trying to claim one of the two games today after falling 4-2 in the opener with a different lineup. Runners on first and second after the runner scoring, advancing all the way from second to home in Stella. That one low, but in the zone, so it'll be 1-2. 1-2 in this 2-1 game. Runners on first and second. Both runners scooting up, but it'll be a 2-2 count. No swing on that high pitch. Delivered there. That one swung on right towards short. Will they try to turn two? No, trying to get the runner out at first and will. And that will leave the runners on second and third. That was the fifth batter of the inning, so that will close it out here in the bottom of the third. We'll head to the top of the fourth. It's a one-run game. 2-1 is the score. We'll be back after this. Peyton Landers on the mound now, warming up to get things going. Number 26 for the red team. Looking to keep things at bay to allow his offense to continue to find their way closer in this one. A one-run deficit, like I mentioned, going into the break. 3 hits for each side. And it looks like we'll be starting off here in this inning with Nathan Rodriguez, the catcher.
Now batting number 31, catcher Nathan Rodriguez.
Rodriguez batted .283 last year with 13 hits, 15 runs, and 46 at-bats. He also found 13 stolen bases. He's going by way of Spotto High School. Quick contact there. This one up in the air in the infield. Who wants it? Shortstop will get it. That'll be number 6, Daniel Serrano. He played second in the second, third in the third, and shortstop in the fourth. He'll take a break in the field, and he'll deserve it in the 5th inning before heading back to second in the 6th, playing short in the 8th, and in the third, or in the 9th, excuse me, you can guess it, he's going to be playing third. Up at the plate is number 24, Keaton Love, the junior shortstop. We'll start it off taking a pitch to make it 2-1. Contacted there right at the pitcher. Can he make a play? Flipping it to first and just in time. Good job hanging through the contact to get another out to start this inning. Maybe grab him some ice for after this one. A great play there by Peyton Landers.
Now batting second baseman number 21, Parker Scott.
Harper Scott up at the plate. 1-1 count. First 2 were sent back to the dugout. He's looking to change the pace. Inside on that last pitch, and it'll make it 2-1. Two ones the count. Deliver there, and a nice pitch and swing and a miss there. That was a good one to try to swing at, but just a little bit too quick to get the bat on that one. 2-2 count. That one is hit up towards center field. They were lined up deep, ready for the power, but it just drips its way in between shortstop and center field. Able to get right back on first, though, is the team in white. Able to secure another hit on the day is Keaton Love. Now up is Parker Scott, the second baseman in the class of 2026.
Now batting first and third baseman number 37, Dylan Colson.
Excuse me, Dylan Colson. I skipped one there. Excuse me, Scott was the one who got on base. Keaton Love went out right before that. My apologies. One, 2 count. You can see one of the coaches here checking out the speed of these pitches with the radar gun out. That one a swing and a miss, but the runner is safe, making his way on to second. It'll be the third out, but we have one more batter on deck before this one closes out. Jacob Otzel up to the plate, the junior outfielder.
Jacob Otzel.
Delivered, and that one had some nice rotation on it. You could see moving up and out and then right back in and down. 2-1, 3 outs. Runner in scoring position on second. Delivered there, and no swing on the outside pitch. That one inside, and they'll say in the zone, so it'll move to full count. Delivered there, an inside check swing given. A runner will advance off the wild pitch to third. Now Parker Scott is on third base. And a really good chance to find run to put that lead back up to 2. Otzel may feel that one later, as I believe that will just end the inning. And it looks like it will. So now we'll head to the bottom of the 4th here on YouTube.
Now batting, outfielder number 28, Thomas Kaniamos.
Welcome back. Schwartz is back on the mound as number 28 is coming up to the plate for the red team. That is Asher Falls.
God damn it, no. You're right, you're so right. I keep not switching. Yeah.
Griffalls. Asher Griffalls. Just say correction after this next pitch.
Correction, this is Asher Falls.
I get my own name wrong, god
2-2's the count. That one will not find the zone. It'll be 3-2. Four more batters in this one, as out and ahead of that one was Griffalls. And now that'll be the first out. Schwartz doing a good job of mixing up his pitches in that at-bat to create that strikeout opportunity. And now we'll have coming up to the plate, he'll be number 8, Aaron Green.
Number 8, Aaron Green.
One, two after the first pitch was delivered in the zone. That one will be just outside. And Aaron Green, he's got all the gear right now. You can see the nice neon green shoes with the pink shin guard and elbow guard, making sure to show that it's worth having on there, as that one is nice and pink to match the gloves, and then the nice neon arm sleeve. Like, I can see the coordination here. It's all coming together. It's a pretty good fit. And then of course you got the pink bat. I'd give him 10 out of 10 for the style points right now. Let's see if he can add some more runs on the board here for the red team to get even. But instead they'll say that one just on the outside of the zone. So it'll be a strikeout.
Now batting outfielder number 4,
Lewis Cruz, outfielder and looking to be pitching a little bit later on in this one, is up to the plate. 1-1. That one swung on immediately, going foul down the third base line. Schwartz gearing up. 1-2, the count remains. Outside. 2-2 for Schwartz. That one too high. Make it a full count. Schwartz delivers too low. Now we'll move back to the 2-2. That one too high. And now back to a full count. We're trying to keep you on your toes, don't worry. We're doing the math with you. 3-2, 2 outs. Delivered, and will they call it a strike? Yes, they will. Strike out looking to end the at-bat. 2 more batters will come up here for the red team in this bottom of the fourth.
Number 27, Yunel Rojas.
Yunel Rojas, one of the juniors here at this showcase. And some really nice movement there from Schwartz. One, two's the count after a really nice start to the at-bat. Delivered there, and they'll say a foul tip, and it'll be an out. One more batter here on deck. This will be number 14, Jordan Brodigan. He'll be appearing in all but 2 innings in the field today. That'll be earlier in this inning and in that 10th inning to end the game if we do make it that far. One, two's the count after the first strike, and a high one there. Too much dip on the chip as a strikeout follows. Welcome back. Thomas Kanemos is coming up to the plate, one of the few sophomores in the entirety of this showcase.
Now batting, outfielder number 28, Thomas Kaniamos.
He's one of three, to be exact. You saw one in the opener in Yadiel Santiago. The other is on this red team that they're facing. But first, we got to talk about this sophomore trying to beat out the throw. And the throw is not in time. What a job showing the wheels there by the true sophomore. Well, I guess every sophomore is a true sophomore in high school. But, you always got to give them their shine. He didn't redshirt his freshman year or anything. Gene Kalina up, and I can guarantee he did not redshirt either. He's a true senior. All right, I promise that's the last time I'll say that, as the runner is on first in the sophomore, in case you were wondering. And now we'll be ready to see this matchup continue. Quick contact again in this at-bat, goes deep to left. The runner will not advance. The pitcher in this one is number 26, Peyton Lander, still.
Now batting, outfielder, infielder number 34, Luis Martinez.
Luis Martinez up at the plate. Excuse me, I think that may be number 34. No, that's correct. As the runner's making all the way to third, and the throw is off again. Let's see it first to home all the way. That's how that's just smart base running. Finding a way to make a play once and then making it two more times. Making it all the way from first to home, and that just is another way that the white team has padded their lead now to 2 runs, feeling a little bit safer after we saw a slight resurgence from the guys in red in that bottom of the third. Delivered there, some nice lateral movement. We'll say it's too low, it'll be 3-1. That one just inside. Full count, and will they stay in the zone? No, they will not. 2-2. That one just above. Swung on there. That one a chopper towards third, jumping up to make the play. He throws it to first. Is it in time? No, just through the glove. And now the runner advancing onto second, looking to go for 3 maybe, and he will. Stutter stepping and losing track of the ball again. He could try to go home if he wanted, but getting onto third is pretty satisfactory after that start. Both of these games have been low-scoring affairs, but this one it looks like the offense may start finding a way to get a little out of hand. And it looks like now we'll be switching sides. That was the 5th batter of the inning, they're going to say. I thought that was a little bit early for that, but we'll be switching through. There is a reason I'm majoring in communications and not mathematics, so we'll head to the break now and be back after this. Welcome back. You can see a new pitcher is on the mound there in Colin O'Connelly.
Now batting outfielder
The
number
junior right-handed pitcher also plays third base, 6'1", 170 pounds is listed height and weight. He has an 87-mile-per-hour fastball, and as well as a 4-pitch mix, a slider, curveball, changeup, and fastball, according to my research. Wasn't able to do some film study, but, sometimes you can trust the internet. I'll trust it this one time. As you can see, all 4 pitches this at bat, if we're lucky enough. That one's delivered, and just outside the zone. We'll call that one the fastball. I also don't have the best eye for these sometimes. So a lot of these pitchers have great movement on a ton of their pitches. That one looked to be a changeup up and in. Some decent pace on it. 3-1. We'll look to find the zone here. Check swing, and I'll call it a strike, so it'll be 3-2, full count. White team with double the hits of the guys in red, so they have 6 compared to 3. That one, a curve. Some nice movement. Not in the zone, though, so should be 2-2 based off what we've seen so far, but we'll stay at 3-2 for now. Nope, down to 2-2. Just getting a little bit ahead of myself. That one, a nice delivery just outside the zone for the swing to miss. The guy who's just up at the plate scored the lone run of the game so far for the guys in red.
number 10, Logan Handville.
That was number 18 for them. Remember, he advanced all the way from second to home, as Santiago Stella was the one that made that play. First one taken care of here in this bottom of the 5th. As that one swung on well into shallow left, that will be a hit. Staying on first base, that'll be number 10 for the guys in red. It'll be Logan Hanville. He's a junior first baseman and catcher here at the showcase.
First baseman number 29, Jordan Scott.
Jordan Scott up at the plate again. 1-1 count, runner on first. We'll have 2 more batters to follow here in this inning. No swing there. Looked to be up in the zone. Will they call it a strike? They will not, so it'll be 2-1. First base looking for the pickoff. They don't get it. Now they try to make the throw in time. Will not be. Good job diving back to not get caught. It'll be a 3-1 count after that last pitch, up and in. Scott, the junior first baseman, waiting to receive the pitch. And will we see a pinch runner? Let's see. And I think we will. The first pinch runner of the showcase near in the waning moments of it. The primetime showcase and camps here in the preseason prospect games.
Number 8, Aaron Green.
Aaron Green on first base as the pinch runner. He'll look to go immediately. That one up and in. The throw looks good, but just beating out the tag there was Green. Let's see if it moves to a 2-2 count after the 4th ball. It will. 2-2. Green taking a big lead right now. He's dancing back, doesn't want to get picked off. He's He's really testing the pitcher right now, saying, if you give me the space, I might try to run again. Good job by O'Connell stepping off and making sure it wasn't happening. Green trying to run, and now he'll be able to just jog on over to third. Thought about rounding the base, but will hang back. Three-two. 3-2, 1 out. Runner on third, and that will be a walk.
Now batting, shortstop and second baseman, number 6, Daniel Serrano.
Daniel Serrano coming back up to the plate. He has runners on the corners. There'll be one batter after him in this inning. Nice curveball used to get that first strike of the at-bat. Getting ahead already, 1-2. On deck, just off your screen, is Jeremiah Brown. Warming up in the visitors' dugout. They try to get the pick off again, but cannot. Don't be surprised if you see the runner on first try to steal in Jordan Scott. There we go, and that one is hit right towards the pitcher. Runners advanced to second and third now. And now is a chance to find at least one more run and maybe even a chance to take the lead if all three can find their way home.
Fielder number 2, Jeremiah Brown.
Jeremiah Brown with a .278 batting average his junior year, just under 90 plate appearances and 79 total at-bats. He had 22 hits, 12 RBIs, and 2 extra base hits. Also posted an .841 fielding percentage. We'll start this at-bat off by drawing a ball. That'll be 2-1. Two run, 2 in scoring position, a really great chance to cut this one a bit closer. Up and away, making it 3-1. Jeremiah Brown from local Wharton High School. Just down the road here from historic Henley Field. Swing and a miss there to make it 2-2. Or 3-2, excuse me. And in these spots, he's the 5th batter, so it ends after him no matter what. You really just have to swing for the fences in these situations. Swung on there, and that one right up into the foul netting. Count remains full. Both runners in scoring position inside, and they will call it another ball. So we'll even it back up to a 2-2 count. Two swung on there. That one a chopper right over the glove of the pitcher. One will score if he gets on in time, but no, just off from getting that last foot on. So it'll remain a 3-1 game as we head to the top of the 6th here on YouTube. Welcome back. Eduardo Reyna is on the mound here for the team in red. Reyna is a right-handed pitcher from Horizon High School. It's one of the few times these players get walk-up music. Now's the time. You gotta hit a dinger. If you're finding that walk-up music, you gotta find some runs on the board. And coming up first with the walk-up music will be Nathan Rodriguez, the junior catcher.
Now batting, catcher number 31, Nathan Rodriguez.
Rodriguez from Spotto High School with a .283 batting average last year, paired with 13 hits, 15 runs, and 13 stolen bases. And again, thank you to everyone tuning in here on YouTube. We appreciate you tuning in to watch the future of baseball here at historic Henley Field. 1-1's the count to start this one off as Reyna delivers outside, but inside the zone. One, two is the count. Pitch will be delivered. That one looked like it had a chance to just inch its way inside, but it'll be 2-2. 2-2, and that one fell outside again. Oh my goodness. I thought that one had a shot, but it'll be a full count still. The wind continues to push outside. We haven't seen a true home run since the very first game. We did see an inside the Parker in this game. In case you missed it, it'll be a 2-2 count now after that most recent ball. Two-two in this two-run game. The white team with a two-run lead, and that one will be a quick trip to first base. Now coming up to the plate, we'll see that will be number 10 for the team in white. That will be David Santiago III. Derek Santiago III.
Pitch running for Nathan Rodriguez will be Gene Colina. Now to play David Santiago III.
It's gonna get you wet and you're gonna get cold.
Continuing to try to use the pickoff some more in this game, or both sides. We just saw it happen there for the team in red. Now the stolen base attempt is going. They're trying to hit and run. Would have been cleanly on second, but it'll be fouled off there by Santiago. They try to pick off again, but unsuccessful. Delivered there, and that will be called a ball. We'll now move to 2-2 with the runner on first here in this top of the sixth. 5:05 here in Lakeland, Florida is another pickoff. No good. Delivered there. That one's hit really well out into deep left. They'll try to track this one down. It falls in time. The center fielder can't hold on. Runners advancing to second, and the first runner making his way all the way home. First to home there. A nice job running the bases for another run scoring. Now in back-to-back innings for the first time this game.
Now batting, second baseman and shortstop number 23, Evan Eagle.
Evan Eagle. He's up at the plate now, waiting for this next one. That one falls right into the zone to make it 1-2. Runner in scoring position, a 3-run lead for the team in white. They have 7 hits compared to 4 for the team in red.
Is it the top or bottom of this? Top.
Runners going, stealing third easily there. No throw was even made. I'll make it 2-2 following the inside pitch. On deck is number 42, John Costello. But first, that one's hit really well right to first, and what a grab made there by the first baseman. That catch was made by number 29, Jordan Scott, the junior first baseman.
Now batting, number 42, John Costello.
Costello, I previously mentioned, now he's up. Strong hitter and pitcher from Bishop Moore High School in Orlando, Florida. He swings really well on that one, gets it to go right past short and third. Will easily get that RBI and single to add to his resume today. That'll make it a 4-run game now, a 5-1 score after the 8th hit of the game for the guys in white. Delivered in the zone. Make it 2-1. Runners going. Can Costello get it? And he will. Two-one count remains. Or 3-1, excuse me. And now we'll move to 2-2 after that 4th ball thrown. Contacted there, going foul, so it'll remain at 2-2, going right towards the visitors' bullpen. No one warming up. Delivered there, and another one hit into foul territory. That one going close again to the bullpen, but this time staying closer to that third base foul line. No play was able to be made, though, as it trailed its way back towards that bullpen. Sent up in the air, and that one looking to leak its way just over the foul netting and just on top of the visitors' dugout. Good job by Peyton Landers, able to try to knock the ball off the top, but almost giving up. He's continuing to finally gets it. There you go. We weren't able to get a camera on that one, but a great effort by him to save that ball as this one is rocketed right back into the foul netting. Two-two with Costello on second. Outside, it'll be 3-2. delivered there. That one's hit well towards second, and it'll be scooped up and tossed over for the final out of this top of the seventh. We'll head to the bottom of the seventh, or bottom of the sixth now, excuse me, here on YouTube, and be back right after this. Welcome back. You can see two jerseys of the same color going against each other, but that's because we're mixing some things up here. Looks like we have Luis Cruz, the right-hand pitcher. He was supposed to pitch in the 7th and 8th for the red team, but now he's making his appearance here to start this bottom of the 6th for the white team, as that pitch will be a little bit too high. Going up against him, that'll be number 28, shortstop and right-handed pitcher, Asher Griffals. It'll be a 2-2 count. A really nice delivery on that one to get the strikeout looking to start the bottom of the 6th. Aaron Green returns to the plate.
Third and second baseman, number 8, Aaron Green.
The third baseman, Green, swinging and missing there. We saw him come in earlier as a pinch runner. Low and away. Ball number 2. Two-two, time is taken. Aaron Green from Gateway High School in the Orlando area. Swing and a miss. We'll We'll see the return of, Rojas.
Now batting, outfielder number 27, Rojas.
Rojas waiting for the pitch as he lines that one up really well, sneaks it through the infield gap to find the first hit of the inning for the guys in red. Luis Cruz looking to regroup after that last one. He'll be going against Jordan Brodigan.
Now batting, outfielder number 14, Jordan Brodigan.
Runner going and an easy steal there. No need to slide by the big man. Rojas listed at 6'4", tied for the tallest player in this entire showcase. They'll say contact there, going foul. They let him advance on the wild pitch. No, they will not. They'll say that will end it here. We'll look to see if we have another inning coming up. Unsure, as due to the weather delay, we've had a lot of time sped up for these games to make sure everyone gets a fair shake at getting involved during this showcase. So now we'll head to the top of the 7th really quickly. We'll take a break with them, though, as they warm up. It'll be number 15, Eduardo Reyna, returning to the mound here for the team in red. We'll be back after this. Reyna still on the mound, as he'll be pitching with his teammates here, going up against number 21, Parker Scott, the second baseman. As always, it'll start off with the 1-1 count. Delivered there and out of the zone. 2-1 for 21 Parker Scott with a 2-1 count. Outside, and that'll make it 3-1. Outside. And now we'll move to 2-2. 2-2, 5-1 is the score. As that one a little bit too low, we'll make it 3-2 again, a full count. Three-two delivered outside. That will be a walk. Now coming up, we'll have number 37, Dylan Colson. Colson plays first and third at E3 Baseball Academy. He's also posted a 95 exit velo, so he's someone that can really get those extra base hits. Just above a 250 batter last year on 35 at bats, 9 hits, 8 RBIs, and 5 extra base hits, 2 of them being homers. That one, a chopper right towards second, out of the glove, and that will be an error assessed. Runner advances on to third. The throw is pretty good, but not in time. So now we'll see runners on the corners. Jacob Otzel back up to the plate, the junior outfielder, 6'1", 190 from Fletcher High School. A sub 6.9 60-yard dash. 2-1 for him to start his at bat. They'll switch out the balls. Remember, runner on first following that initial walk. That one too low. Runner on first and third, the initial walk, and then we saw that single, or more like an error, but still advancing to first. Good job making sure that no throw is going to be able to be made in time. Now runners on the corners. Really good shot to continue to extend this lead as that one's up and away to make it a 2-2 count. Sent in there and too low. The wild pitch will allow the runners to advance and another run to score. We'll make it a 6-1 game. Now a runner on second for the first baseman. Colson listed at 6 foot 205. Delivered there, that one off the inside of the bat. Can he beat out the throw? It goes to second, and it looks like he may have just gotten there. Now runners back on the corners, and another chance to find another run to the total. Up to the plate is Thomas Kaniamos, a 5'10", 170-pound sophomore from Foundation Academy, who's posted an 88-mile-per-hour exit velocity. It'll be 2-1 for the sophomore. Up next will be Gene Kalina for the white team. Delivered there, runner is going and easily sliding onto second. Now we'll be at 3-1 after the low pitch. Excuse me, they say they'll move it to 2-2 instead. The 5'10" sophomore watches that one go right past him. Good take there to make it a full count. Kaniamo swings and could not get that one, so that will be a strikeout, the first out of the inning.
Now batting outfielder number 32, Gene Kalina.
Gene Kalina, like I mentioned, coming up to the plate now, the senior outfielder, getting ready for some more action. Another wild pitch there leads to another runner scoring. Runners now just on third here after that last sequence. This will be the final batter of this top of the seventh, a 2-1 count. That one right through the legs of the catcher again, and you guessed it. 8th run scoring here for the team in white.
Base
8-1 is the score. 6 runs in the last 3 innings for this white side. That was up 2-1 up until their first run scored in the 5th inning. Swing, and that one will be strike number 2. The sun now getting ready to set here in Lakeland, Florida. Delivered, and that one low and out of the zone from the changeup. Full count delivered there. That one sent towards second. Second baseman scoops it up, flips it over, and that will be the final at-bat of the top of the 7th. We'll look to see what will follow here in the bottom of the 7th after this. Welcome back as we're getting ready to wrap this one up in the bottom of the 7th inning. A 7-run game right now. Kaniamos is on the mound looking to defend this victory.
Now batting, number 4, Luis Cruz.
Luis Cruz up at the plate now after pitching last inning for the white team against his own team, and now he'll pop this one out up into shallow left, and it'll be corralled there by the shortstop. It'll be a quick one up and one down to start the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, outfielder number 18, Santiago Stella.
Santiago Stella up to the plate. We've seen him make some good plays already today. Let's see what follows. Ooh, that is a nice curveball. You could just see that one have that little bit of rise and then just drop right where he wanted it. Good placement for that first strike of the at-bat, and then swing and a miss. The sophomore's got some juice.
Now batting, catcher outfielder number 10, Logan Hanville.
Delivered early there, and it will be 2-1. That one a little bit inside. Moving out of the way is number 10, Logan Hanville, who's up at the plate again. A catcher and outfielder, junior class. That one in the zone, and that will make it a full count. Let's see if the sophomore can continue to hold strong here. He gears up, delivers the curveball. Will they stay in the zone? No, just outside. So we'll move it back to a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here for the sophomore. Up to the plate now is number 29, Jordan Scott. The junior first baseman for this red team. He's made some pretty good defensive plays and found himself on base as well. And that curveball is just unfair. Arcing way above the head of the batter and then just dipping right where it needed to be. Swung on there, up into the netting, and it will be 1-2. 2-2. First three batters were sent packing. Let's see what follows here. That one had some juice on it, skipping off the pads of the catcher. And now returning back to the mound. It'll be a full count. Ooh, that one a little bit too up and in. He's had really good control on the curveballs, but trying to hold on a little bit better to those higher velocity pitches. We'll move back to the 2-2. That one will sting a little bit tomorrow. And let's see if that'll lead to a walk or if that will be a continuation of the at-bat. Serrano up at the plate. 1-1 count. That one's delivered low and inside. 2-1. Contacted there towards third base, but just under the glove. That'll be the first error of the day against the white team. Didn't see one against them in that first game, and it took 7 innings to find one against them here in the second one. And something you don't see too much, but now coming back up to the plate is Jordan Scott. We'll see if we'll return to the full count for him or if we're starting from 1-1. Welcome back. So it looks like they will return to a 1-1 count for him. Delivered, swing and a miss, and unable to get the ball up in time to throw it to second easily. The base was stolen there. That was Daniel Serrano, the senior middle infielder. 1, 2, 3 outs. The final at-bat of the game. The curveball. Nice movement, but they won't give it to him. 2-2. The red team hasn't scored since the third inning. They're looking to come away with something to close this one, but the swing and a miss will finish it. It will be an 8-1 victory for the team in white, ended with a strikeout. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you tuning in here to the Prime Time Showcase and Camps preseason prospect games here in beautiful Lakeland, Florida. Oh, I lied to you. Last one ended in 7, so I assumed this one would be the same, but I was incorrect. It looked like everyone was going back to the dugout, but instead we got some more baseball coming on up. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this. This will be the final inning here. Sorry for getting a little bit early to that one. As Asher Falls is on the mound. He'll be looking to close this one out for the team in red and hold this white team offense at bay. They've added another run to their previous total every single inning, the last 3. They had 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 3 in the 7th. Colin O'Connell up to the plate to take on Griffals. O'Connell gearing up. The two-way player starting it off with a swing and a miss to make it a 1-2 count. Delivered and a nice slurve there. I believe it's 2-2, and it is. Swing and a miss to close out the first batter. A nice mix there. Showing some of the off speed, some of the movement, and then going right back to the good old-fashioned fastball. Now we'll see number 34 coming up. Luis Martinez. A little bit low and inside there, so it'll be 2-1. And that one a good amount outside, so now 3-1. Walker falls. Gets the sign he wants, delivers that one, and that one's sent up in the air. Doesn't look like it has enough power with it, as that will be caught by the center fielder. Up now will be number 10, David Santiago III, catcher and outfielder for the white team. Santiago, a just over 300 batter and 13 at-bats last season, with 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 2 hit by pitches. That one's sent up, but doesn't find its way to fall enough into the zone, so 2-1. 2-1, 2 outs. We got a few more lined up, as that one's lined up really well out to left field. It'll be an easy single there. '31, Nathan Rodriguez, the catcher from Spotto High School. 283 batter last year, up to the plate. It'll be 1-1, and now 2-1. Runner on first is looking to go. The throw is bobbled, and that will allow an easy stolen base. Looks like Costello will be up next here. Runner in scoring position. That one, another ball, so 3-1. Costello will be the last batter for the white team in this one. Two is the count. That one a little bit up and will not be called a strike. Instead, the runner tries to make it, and he will be called out. Third base coach trying to negotiate with the home plate ump, saying he's safe, but the tag just in time to get the runner out there. That will be the third out, but don't worry, we still got 2 more at-bats to finish. Delivered inside, and it will be a walk. And it looks like actually
number 42, John Costello.
It looks like we may actually have 2 more at-bats coming up. I see number 23 warming up for the white team in Evan Eagle. Looks like we'll be getting just over what we've normally seen with the 5 batters in the inning, is now trying to get the runner out. That throw almost perfect there. Just couldn't get the tag in time. Just needed a little bit closer to the bag and would have been perfect. 2-1 is the count now after that last pitch. 2-1 with the runner on second. Pitch delivered and off the back of Costello. And Costello will take that one and just walk it off and let
Now batting
Eagle come up to the
second
plate.
baseman, shortstop, number 23, Evan Eagle.
Evan Eagle is up. Eagle gets contact and goes foul down the first base line. Looks like Costello will be coming up after the conclusion of Eagle's at-bat. Contacted there right towards the pitcher, who loses it for a second, but able to make the throw in time. That'll be the fourth out of the inning with a runner on third, but Costello coming up to finish it out.
Now back to the plate, number 42, John Costello.
One count for Costello. Gets that one outside. He'll take it, so it'll be 2-1. Runner on third, so a chance to snag an RBI. Just needs to get a hit. That one inside. 3-1. We'll see, I believe it will be 2-1 still. And that one off the back again in the same spot for Costello. And let's see if he wants to run it back for some more. I think he might just call it there, and we will too, as it looks like both teams will be reconvening as a group there in the diamond. Thank you for tuning in so much. We really appreciate you tuning in here on YouTube to the Primetime Showcase and Camps preseason prospect games here in beautiful Lakeland, Florida at historic Henley Field. Make sure to stay tuned for any possible future live streams here on the YouTube channel. And thank you again for tuning in.